Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and this is a quirky board from the experimental division of LibTech for 2020 called the Stump Ape. It's pretty similar to the Skunk Ape, but it's a volume shift style board that's much shorter and quite a bit wider. Now, it has a surface area of 701 square inches, which is a lot. Basically giving the same surface area as a board that's like a 190, maybe even a 200. This thing floats really well in deep snow because it has such a big surface area. It's a free ride board. It's an all-mountain deck that you can take basically anywhere. And if you're an intermediate to advanced level in skill, this is a really fun board, especially if you have big feet. Now, my size 11 boot is a dream on this thing. Now, it comes in two sizes, a 157 and a 162. Both sizes have very wide waist width. The 157 has a 28.1 waist width and the 162 has a 28.9, meaning that if you have a big boot, you can lay down very steep edge angle carves and you're not gonna boot out on your toes and your heels. Another fun thing about the board, even though it is fairly short and extra wide, is the side cut radius. It's actually really tight. The 157 size has a 7 meter and the 162 has an 8 meter side cut, which is actually fairly small for those size of boards. This is a fun board. It really is. If you like digging deep into deep carves, this is going to be a one you'll really enjoy. It's a directional style board. Obviously, the nose is going to be just a little bit longer than what you find in the tail. Outside of the contact point, the nose has a larger, more gradual style of sweep, and it's a touch higher than what you'll find in that shorter style tail. And the nose is 20 millimeters wider than what you find in that back end, helping to keep the tail down in deep snow and the nose above, floating over the top. It has a really great shape and a wonderful profile called C2X. It's the most aggressive profile shape within the C2 family. As you see overall, the board will teeter-totter just slightly. There's a smaller rocker zone between your feet to give the board a little loose feel, and then camber underneath each foot to the contact points that gives the board a good ollie pop in that tail, and then stability while it's on an edge. But as you see again, even though it doesn't have a balance because there's more weight in that nose, after that contact point, which is actually fairly short, is going to be a gradual sweeping nose. So it planes over the top of the snow. It doesn't plow through it, which is actually pretty cool. The feel and flex rating of the Stump Ape is right in the middle though. It's about a 4 or 5, a little bit softer than what I thought it would be because most people who ride this tend to be larger than life humans. Inside of this thing is a horsepower style construction that's 60% aspen, 40% polonium. It's actually fairly lightweight for kind of how wide and big the deck is, or in volume shift kind of spectrums. But it does feature that biax fiberglass on bottom that makes it torsionally soft and pliable, and then triax fiberglass on top that kind of gives it a little bit of energy. It is a fun board, so even though it is wide, it still turns fairly quick, and then it does feature a TNT style base to kind of keep the price point a little bit lower than average. The TNT base is kind of a combination from what LibTech says as kind of extruded and kind of a blend of a sintered base too. And then there's magnet traction edges, 7 serrated knife-like blade kind of bumps right down that side cut radius that help to grip on really firm snow. Most people who ride the Stump Ape are probably hoping to ride it in deep snow, but because of that C2X profile shape, a good amount of camber in the nose and the tail, plus the magnet traction and that nice side cut radius, this is a really good resort groomed trail style board that still can dip into trees and still handle the big boy stuff. This is the Stump Ape. Love the kind of metal graphic that you find on the base. It kind of, LibTech is kind of toned down like the deathness of their Skunk Ape style board and the Stump Ape. So, but it's still pretty freaking metal right there. This is the Stump Ape for 2020 from LibTech, a great deck that you can see at thehouse.com by selecting the link below in the description. Leave a comment or question. Let me know what you think of it. Subscribe to the channel there. Check out more vids there. And hopefully I'll see you guys on the snow. Peace.